Booker T and SHARMELL agree that Mandy Rose is a hottie biscotti. Seth Rollins says Shield members are not that close anymore. UMAGA'S son joins Booker T's training school.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sohaib and you're watching Wrestling Fact.
First update. The Bloodline has become one of the most dominant factions in all of WWE. Roman Reigns, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and Sami Zayn continue to wreak havoc all over the company. In fact, their family outside WWE is also quite formidable as well. To join his family heritage in the ring, UMAGA'S son decided to join Booker T's training school. Outside WWE, there are quite a few members of the Anoa'i family that are successful in pro wrestling. Zilafadu, son of late former WWE superstar UMAGA, has joined Booker T's wrestling school Reality of Wrestling recently, where he looks to carry on his family legacy. Zilafadu joined Reality of Wrestling this week. The official Twitter account of the wrestling school officially announced Fadu's inclusion in the school. Are you glad about this? Sound off in the comments. Second update. Booker T is known to keep a close eye on everything going on in the wrestling industry. The five-time WCW champion is often seen discussing current topics on his podcast and other appearances. He recently spoke about current NXT superstar Mandy Rose, with an opinion shared by him and his wife about her. Mandy Rose has been a perfect example of a career rejuvenation. After a lackluster run on the main roster, Rose returned to NXT in 2021 under a completely new and revamped persona as the leader of a new stable, Toxic Attraction. She reached the top of the mountain, defeating Raquel Rodriguez at NXT Halloween Havoc 2021 to win the NXT Women's Championship. The Toxic Attraction leader, alongside her cohorts Gigi Dolan and Jessie Jane, are currently the top attraction in WWE's developmental territory. WWE Hall of Famer Booker T recently discussed the fact that he and his wife SHARMELL agree that Mandy Rose is indeed attractive and the top star of NXT's women's division. He spoke about this on the latest episode of his Hall of Fame podcast. Mandy Rose, my god man. Nah man, I ain't gonna get in trouble man. It's just I'm just doing my job man. That's all I'm doing. I'm just doing my job. My wife, my queen, she knows that, as well as, she would agree with me as far as Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose is a hottie biscotti bro. She got it going on. So props man, props where props are due. That's all it is. Mandy Rose recently picked up a huge win over Alba Fyre at NXT Halloween Havoc 2022 to retain her title. Her title reign now extends to 400-plus days, and it looks like she could be the one to break Asuka's record of 522 days as the NXT Women's Champion. Do you think Mandy Rose is indeed the biggest star in NXT? Third update. Seth Rollins says Shield members are not that close anymore. Seth Rollins made a name for himself in WWE, prior to which he was a huge name in Raw's Tyler Black. Together with Jon Moxley and Roman Reigns, the three debuted on the main roster back in 2012 and were known as the Shield. The trio ran roughshod over the WWE roster for years, but all great things must come to an end. Unfortunately, the three are no longer as close as they used to be. The Shield would go on to become one of the most dominant and popular stables in the history of the WWE, establishing all three members as huge stars and future WWE Hall of Famers. While speaking to the Metro, Seth Rollins talked about his relationship with Jon Moxley and Roman Reigns. Rollins revealed that all three members of the group are no longer as close to each other. Obviously none of us are as close as we were, and we may never be as close as we were during those first 2 years. Everyone's off doing their own thing, we're all on separate shows. Roman and I see each other occasionally at the pay-per-views if he's on those, and neither of us see Mox ever. He's busy doing his own thing, whether it's U or GCW or New Japan, wherever he wants to show up. Obviously the bond isn't as close, but it will always exist in the same way that the Horsemen are always gonna be the Horsemen, the New are always gonna be the New. The Shield has that type of aura about it. There's always gonna be a connection there, no matter what happens or which directions we go. Jon Moxley is currently content working in U, while Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns continue to be top superstars in WWE. They may no longer be as close as they once were, but their history will never be forgotten. What do you think of the Shield? Sound off in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. See you guys in my next video.